Alright. Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to Tomboy Official. Taking a little break at work, during work, just a shorty. I'm outside heating up my car because I gotta actually go somewhere later this evening and I don't want any surprises. I haven't driven anywhere for a while now. But it's sounding smooth now. It was kind of a bit of a hard start. Like, you know how it kind of like, it's not like jumpy, but it's like, I just don't drive it much. So while the car's still kind of warming up, I just wanted to, try and record a bit about what was in the episode that got deleted. Make it short. So it's mostly about my job change. Finally last night I was able to kind of get it together a little bit after 2 weeks off. It was a challenging 2 weeks off though, because it wasn't really, you know how sometimes you plan days off and you're like, I'm literally going to take this amount of time off. Like 2 weeks ago, my plan was to be further along than where I am right now. Because 2 weeks ago, I had planned to be, studying more during the past 2 weeks. So during Thanksgiving week, with those days off, I had planned to study a lot. Then the following week I was like, well, I'll be rested from having the break for Thanksgiving time, and so I'll use that time, that energy to kind of study more. And I didn't do that either, and just kind of a lot of the, I don't want to call it anxiety, but there's definitely a lot of recapping and kind of I think I've come to a good understanding about what happened that landed me into this field in the first place. That wasn't all negative, but December 19th is the anniversary date, I guess, technically, of when things with the last school I was in kind of ended for me, and December 20th is the date where I was officially employed by this company. So it's kind of a lot of anniversary type things, and I've been getting better with like reflecting on a pretty regular basis, but it is a little of a struggle. Just to be like it can be a bit of a struggle just to be trying to keep moving forward. Like I wouldn't say I have one foot in the past. Like, I'm definitely not trying to get the degree that I was at that time. And I even know that even when I was trying to get the degree, the whole purpose of getting that degree was to go back into research and not stay in clinical in the first place. Which, I was like, I'm vibing in clinical because it just naturally comes easy to me, but also I don't like the energy drain for the most part. I mean, there are some aspects I do like, but the energy drain for me is not too worth it. And especially now, it's like way more of an energy drain than what it was before. But we're still plugging along, and it's not like it's bad. So, Alright, let me go back in the house for a second, because I don't want to be outside right now. Bear with me. I'm walking. The mail carrier was coming, and I saw them parking in front of the neighbors. So I felt like it would be a little awkward to be sitting out in my driveway while the mail comes. Yeah, sometimes our mail carriers like to talk to us too. I just don't want to talk to them. But yeah, so I am kind of just working on that kind of stuff. But I did realize, recently when I was kind of talking to my dad, or when he was kind of talking about his work, he did mention that he stopped working. I mean, he when he stopped working at UCLA, he had like over 1,000 hours of PTO that he didn't get paid out, because I don't know if that was a thing then or what, but that's what he said. It was either like 1,500 hours or like, I don't know if he said 10,000 hours. That sounds like a bit too much, but I think he worked there for like 13 years or something with like no breaks, but it would have been paid days off. And I'm like, that doesn't sound normal, or like good. Like, I don't want to be in that position where it's like you literally aren't taking days off work. So I'm like, if I have the days, I'm gonna take the days. They're my days. I earned them by working, so, and if it's paid, it's not like I'm losing money. It's not like I'm getting paid less. So yeah, I've got some days off coming up, and just mostly I'm just trying to plan my days out. I write everything down in a notebook, so I know how much I need to do per week, or even per month. And so the closer it gets to the end of the month or the end of the week, I can kind of tell that I need to be doing more or less. So that's kind of how I track it. Otherwise, I'm pretty flexible as to when I plan to actually work on stuff and when I actually follow through with working on stuff. And other than the last 2 weeks, it's been fine. But, it maybe would have just been better if I would have just solidly taken off 2 weeks instead of being like, okay, I'm taking off 2 weeks. While I was trying to actually get some studying work done. But now, I do know a lot more about marketing and different things. As far as podcasts and stuff, I've got some marketing I've got to do of my own. And I just got my Fiverr back uploaded, so I've got to hire some people. I hope they're still there. The people I liked who did work before, I'm gonna hire them, and see how that goes. But otherwise, sorry for the neighbors' gardeners, And this is just a quick 10-minute work break. I'm kind of just gonna get back to work and finish what I was doing. I haven't made it too far with what I need to do for today, but there's stuff that I must do, and then there's stuff that's I could push it off till tomorrow. So, all right, with that, thanks for listening.